So what were your influences in this whole thing? Like what got you to Mackie?
So, the thing that I think where you can draw like the clearest line is when I went to school for video production, there was a student run radio station. Um, and I just always thought it would be cool to have a radio show. Like I liked listening to talk radio, and I did that. And that, was where I just kind of, because it was student run, there wasn't any like rules. You could just make whatever you wanted from it. And so I like, you know, very quickly just did whatever I wanted to do on that show. And if it was comics or movies or video games or whatever, like it was just my outlet for things I liked. And I learned at the time the value of a platform, because this was like 2009. So people weren't like Instagram influencers or even like YouTube stars, right? This was still like pretty premature in, like, my show was live streamed technically, but
Mm,
this was way
early on.
before Twitch was like what it is. And
Yeah.
um so for me it was like this platform that I could call, if I saw a band was coming through town, I would be like, "Hey, I have a radio show." No other qualification, right? But it was just like this open door. And that was where I just really started networking and putting myself out there. And like, um, that is probably the biggest influence in terms of me doing something professionally audio related. And I used that for whatever it was worth to get into Mackie. And, like I knew the name Mackie being, we had VLZ boards in our production trucks, and like I knew it was synonymous with audio. I just wasn't the core user. But
Hmm.
yeah, and once I actually found the brand, like having moved out here, I realized it was like just, very unique and like me, like free spirit in these ways that Mackie isn't like too defined or too corporate. And I love it for that, because I never ever painted myself into any kind of wall and stuff. And so I love that I have that
That's good.
flexibility in my career too.